to Shysen773. Thank you so much for checking out my video. For those viewing my video for the first time, I just want to say welcome in. Thank you so much for viewing the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it. For those that have been here the whole time and all my new subscribers, thank you for your likes, your comments. Love the positive comments. They truly do go a long way. Today's video is that part 4 that I was talking about. I did the part 1, part 2, part 3. This one's gonna be a little bit different. I have way too many fragrances to talk about, so I'm going to just kind of go through them, let you know what I think. I haven't looked up the notes. I'm not gonna even post the notes. It's just way too many fragrances to talk about. A lot of these came from 2023, and then I do have a decent amount that I purchased already in January. So you know how we do. I kind of mess up all the time, but if you collect fragrances, if you love fragrances, you know it's very difficult to put a cap on that. So the first fragrance that I want to talk about, and I have like a little list here, so I'm just gonna bring that up. But the first fragrance I want to talk about is Althair. So I purchased this one last year, of course, and honestly I haven't even opened the bottle, so when I spray it you can see that I'm just spraying it now. But just to remind myself of the fragrance, smells really good. Basically what it smells like to me is if you've opened up like vanilla extract, if you cook or if you bake, if you use vanilla extract, that's what it smells like to me. It gives off a very nice, sweet, lemony, vanillic vibe that kind of goes throughout the remainder of the fragrance. It's kind of, I don't want to say linear. It does change a little bit from strictly that vanilla to like a little bit more of a balanced lemon vanilla cake vibe. So overall, this one is a great fragrance, I think. And I'm gonna also add something in there as well. So would I actually purchase this again? I'm gonna say no to this one because this wasn't my favorite in the beginning as well, but I'm sure that it's gonna grow on me. So again, this one is Althair. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is a fragrance that I was trying to hunt down for like the longest time. I went to this little mom and pop place and they had it, but this one is St. Rita's Parlor. So St. Rita's Parlor is this fragrance that is very leathery, so it smells like a leather car as you're like kind of driving, I think, in the sun, and you may have your top down, but I really enjoy this one a lot. It's very strong too as well. I don't remember if there is any like patchouli or anything like that, but it smells very, very nice. Has like a very simple yet metallic type of leather smell. So you almost smell like the metal on the car. You smell the leather seats. You smell kind of like that whole vibe overall of being in a car. So again, this one is St. Rita's Parlor. This one is a 60 mil, so I think this was like 165, 170, something like that, but they have like a 15 mil for 90 bucks, which I thought if I'm gonna spend 90, I might as well, you know, get a larger one. So again, St. Rita's Parlor. The next one that we're gonna talk about are 2 fragrances that I got from Savoir Faire. I ended up picking these up at the end of the year. The first one is going to be LoveSuede. So LoveSuede is this, I think, one of the better of the 2 fragrances in my opinion. But that's because I really like the way that this smells. This one is a very, very nice, soft, sweet suede. has citrus notes in the top as well that I can smell from that waft. This one has garnered me some compliments. I have worn these, so a lot of these are not going to be blind at all. They're going to be ones that I'm trying to remind myself of. And of course, as I've like gone through and smelled them, they work best. Like this one works very well in like the autumn time, spring, in the winter as well. This can work, but it's pretty soft, so it kind of has like a longevity of somewhere around the 8-hour mark, which is very nice, but it does sit softer on the skin, I'd say, after about the 2-hour mark. But this one is an excellent fragrance. You should probably test these. Never blind buy like me, but LoveSuede is beautiful. The next one is called Secret 47. So Secret 47 was a little bit of a challenge for me because there is this kind of a wiry, dusty, and then kind of like a sweet, metallic-y, rooty, smoky smell in this. It almost smells like there's tobacco as well, so like the actual paper itself, but it's sitting on like a metallic table. And again, I know that everybody will smell something a little bit different. Scents are definitely personal, and you get out of something whatever you get out of it. But that's what I smell from this fragrance. I think in the dead of winter, when it was like below 40 degrees, this one was magical. For the first, I'd say like hour and a half, this was way too strong for me. But again, it'll take some time to kind of like either die down or I guess work within the environment where you live at. And because I do live in Illinois, the Chicagoland area is very cold, so this one kind of works a little bit better for the cold weather, I think. But again, this one is Secret 47. And then to answer that question that I was saying before, would I actually repurchase any of these fragrances? So St. Rita's Parlor, I definitely would. LoveSuede, I would for sure. Secret 47, I probably would leave off personally. The next fragrance that I'm going to talk about is going to be from Argos, and this one is Birth of Venus. So I've purchased all of the other fragrances that came out in 2023 that were new, and this one is no different. This one has this sweet muskiness that I absolutely love. In the beginning, you get a great deal of sweetness. It's bright. It almost has like it's almost like if you mix kind of like sweet powdery, I'm trying to think of what type of sweetness this is. It almost smells a little bit like strawberries. It smells a little bit like just kind of like hard candy. A hard red candy is what you get out of this, but it also is a softer version of that. So if you dilute that candy, and then let's say if you smelled it, that's what it kind of has, a little bit of that vibe. But there's a muskiness, there is a little bit of a powderiness. I think overall, beautiful fragrance. If you look at the bottle is just gorgeous to me. I would definitely repurchase this one. I've worn this one a few times. I haven't put that big of a dent into it yet, but I'm sure I will. Again, this one is Birth of Venus. The next fragrance is going to be Roja Elysium Eau Intense. So I haven't even taken it out of the box, which I will do that now. So it kind of slides out. And it has this really nice milky look to it. I do like the way that this bottle looks compared to the other one. Except for the fact, I think the other one looks a little bit more expensive. This one kind of has kind of like that metallic sounding top. It has like a little bit of a frostiness to it, where the other one has a little bit more of a, I would say, a more expensive looking glass. But let's go ahead and smell this one in the air again, because it's been a while. That musky, it's like a musky sweetness to it. And I did say musty as well. So it kind of has this muskiness to it and mustiness to it that really makes this fragrance, I guess, sexy. It has like kind of a melon type of smell as well. I think this is perfect for the summertime. This is going to bang in the summertime. It's so beautiful. I did wear this I wore this, I think, in December, and it wasn't overly cold. I think it was somewhere around like 50 degrees. I thought it wore very well, but I noticed that I was getting about a good 6 hours of longevity. So I'm assuming that in warmer weather, I'm probably gonna get somewhere around that 8-hour mark, but very, very beautiful fragrance. This one again is Elysium Eau Intense, and I would definitely repurchase this one. The next fragrances that I'm going to talk about are all from Bond number 9. So we're going to go quick fire and tell you what these smell like. Greenwich Village, if you don't know, you definitely need to know. Beautiful, sweet, sexy. It does have that BR 540-ish DNA that you smell in this one. It's really, really, really beautiful. Very, I would say, almost sweet, bubblegummy in the top. It doesn't have like that super saffron smell or anything like that that like BR 540 has. So it doesn't go in that direction. It's more of a sweeter, again, like I said, bubblegummy type vibe. I have another fragrance that this smells exactly like, and I can't remember. I think it's called Passion from, is it Passion? It's in a green bottle, but definitely a beautiful fragrance. I love wearing this fragrance. Wear it all year round. Definitely would buy this one again. NoMad is the next one. NoMad is this kind of rosy, sweet fragrance. I love the way NoMad smells. Whoops, dropping stuff, y'all. Love the way NoMad smells. The rose in this one is very, very beautiful. It almost reminds me of some of the other fragrances that I purchased from Desir the Victorious, where it has like that rose vibe to it. It's not a grandma type rose, but it's more of a juicy, sweet, vibrant rose fragrance. Very, very awesome. Would definitely purchase this one again. NoMad. Next one is Tribeca. Tribeca is fire. Again, in that BR 540 realm is what you'll get with this one. Very sexy, very dusty. Almost has like this soft, wet cardboard smell to it with a little bit of sweetness. That coconut that's in here, it smells really nice. I can smell it. This is really, really beautiful. I actually layered this one with Greenwich Village, and phenomenal. Would definitely purchase that one again. And then also this one is New Harlem Nights. 100% baller. This one has caramel and I think coffee, if I'm not mistaken. Just super sexy. This one is super duper sexy. I think can be worn on a man or a woman, would be gorgeous. And all the ones that I've talked about so far are definitely unisex. I would repurchase all these Bond number 9s again. The next one that I have is from Tiziana Terenzi. This one is Halley. Definitely a banger. If you've never seen the box that comes with Tiziana Terenzi, I'm trying to find it. I have way too many boxes in here, y'all. Let me see. The box that comes with this one is a super large box like this, and then this one comes in, let's see, this one comes in a red box, and then it sits inside of here. But Halley is super sexy, very nice, very subtle, sweet fragrance. This one has a lot of notes, I believe. Lasting power is like forever, seems like. It almost smells like candied fruit a little bit, but like a lot of red candied fruits. And then there's a little bit of muskiness in here. There's what else do I smell in this one? This one is just super gorgeous. When I smelled this one over the counter, I wanted to get this one a long time ago, but it was sold out, and I finally hunted it down. But again, this one is Halley. Super duper sexy fragrance. I would definitely buy that one again. The next one that I purchased is a 2024 purchase. This one is Zen'Gi from Onyx Luxury. So this one was classified as being kind of like a money or royal type of smell. I sprayed this one on my hand to get a good blast of what the dry down smells like, because the beginning of this fragrance is super citrus. So it's almost like you know those candied oranges that your grandmother used to have in the candy dish. So imagine candied oranges if you were to like smell those and then douse those with lemon. That's what this fragrance kind of begins with. It's a very screechy and like very harsh, fruity vibe. So like bergamot lemon type of smell, but then it starts to really dry down very nice. For me, the dry down is gorgeous. I don't like the in-between stage that you get, so it kind of has this like harsh floral vibe that jumps in. I don't know if it's jasmine, I don't know if it's ylang ylang, but something in there kind of is a bit off-putting for about a good, I would say like 15 minutes for me. Dry down is super magical. You start to get some woods, it starts to warm up, that sweetness, that harshness from the citrus starts to go down, and then all of a sudden you get this super sexy fragrance. I would probably still repurchase this one only because of that dry down. That mid to dry down is fire. And this one lasts about a good 10 hours on skin. So very happy with this one. If I were to give it like a score or something like that, I would probably still give it an 8. If that opening was way better and wasn't nearly as harsh to me, I would probably give this one a 9. But overall, Zen'Gi is a very, very nice pickup. The next two are from Terence Hughes. I ended up picking up Carbon as one of them. So there was a sale on Max Aroma. I heard so many people talking about this one. This one is I would say it smells a little bit designer. So this fragrance has like a very nice opening. I think it's very unisex, but it also kind of fits in that sort of blue realm. Let me smell this one more time. I love his sprayers too. Has like this, what is that I'm smelling? It's really, really nice. It's just kind of like a it has like a little bit of sweetness. There's no over sweetness to it. It's a very smooth fragrance. Almost smells very designer. Excuse me. I sprayed a lot. So overall, I think I probably wouldn't buy this one again because it smells like a run-of-the-mill designer fragrance that doesn't have anything that's special in it. And I'm sure that that's because I have all of these other fragrances that I feel that way. I would probably give Carbon like a 7.5. Aaron normally comes out with some amazing fragrances, and I'm sure that this one was probably meant for people that buy designer fragrances but want a little bit more of an amped designer. So it kind of reminds me of, it's not Mont Blanc, but it's in that realm of Mont Blanc. So kind of like this sweet but yet musky type of fragrance. I think that Onyx Air was a lot better, if I'm not mistaken, for me. Yes, Onyx Air is a Rose Oud. This one is a very, very nice Rose Oud as well, because it's a softer Rose Oud. But it gives me vibes of like Fragrance Du Bois, Rose Oud fragrance, which is, I think, Milano. But Milano has like a little bit of this dirtiness, where this is super clean, super sexy. If you're in the market for Rose Oud, I would definitely pick this one up. As far as for my collection, I already have so many Rose Ouds. So if I knew that it was gonna smell like this, I probably would have passed on this one. But I think having it in the collection is amazing. So again, Onyx Air. The next one that we have is Desir Toxin. Love it. Absolutely amazing. Has a little bit of that Dior Sauvage-ish, what's the darker one type of vibe, but in its own realm. This one, when I first smelled it, I wanted it. I loved it. Yeah, the Elixir. Kind of smells a little bit like the Elixir, but this one is by far, to me, better than the Elixir. I love this one. Definitely a rebuy. The next one is, I picked up, let me grab it. It's Ganymede. Amazing, like super spicy, well, not overly spicy, but perfectly blended spice with leather. Smells super good. I actually picked up Bayou from Genre Parfums, and I mixed these two together, and fire, super fire. This one has more of a leather vibe, so I think it probably pushes it into the new Ganymede mode. So it has like this this super powerful leather in this one, and then I sprayed this one on my hand a while ago, and fire, super fire. Very, very good mixture. Again, this one is Ganymede. I would purchase this one again. I would purchase Bayou Oud again from them. And I also have another one, which is Minnie Mouse. So this is Genre Parfums' take on Minnie Mouse. and he killed this one. If Minnie Mouse doesn't smell like this, and this was its own fragrance, this is super sexy. This smells almost like strawberries, marshmallows, and like pink milk is what this kind of smells like a bit. And then you get more of like dried candies. So it's almost like this very luxurious, super sexy, candy-like fragrance. Definitely leans more femme, so probably giving this one to the wife, but super beautiful. I love smelling this fragrance on a woman. Would definitely buy this one again. The next one is going to be from Beach Giza. This one is called Monkey's Blood. So Monkey's Blood, which I sprayed somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. Monkey's Blood is this, it has this kind of a citrus vibe to it in the top. It's not dark by no means. So I don't I don't get the reference to the actual fragrance itself, but I absolutely love the way this one smells. It kind of has this, like I said before, it's more of a, it's not overly sweet. It has a slight sweetness to it. There's a smoothness to this as well. It's not, what is this that I'm smelling? Trying to get what this is. It has a citrus vibe to it. Almost smells like Sprite or 7-Up with citrus. And then it goes into kind of like a woodiness. But I'm trying to figure out what the woods are in this. It's just really nice. Overall, I would buy this again. Monkey's Blood is definitely something that you want to check out. Test. Don't try before buying. But I fell in love with it. The next four are from Dreamhouse Ikiryo. The first one is going to be Venetian Doll. Venetian Doll is kind of like this, and then let me show the bottle too. Super sexy. So Dreamhouse and what just fell is part of the wax that comes off of this once you open it. But Dreamhouse was actually having a sale. They were having a BOGO, so I took advantage of that. I think today is the last day of the BOGO. Or actually, no, I think the end of the month. So from me putting this video out, it will be done on the 31st. So this one is super nice. It has, in the beginning, you get kind of like this, a little bit of a bubblegummy vibe, but then it immediately goes into a sweet and very vetiver-like fragrance. So you get a little bit of the rootiness of vetiver, but then it kind of pulls back, plays in this sweet realm, which is something that I truly love about Dreamhouse fragrances. So this one is more of a floral gourmand fragrance where you're getting some of those gentlemanly like vetiver and darker woods in this fragrance, and then you're getting some of that sweet that plays back and forth. This one is a very, very nice fragrance. I would purchase this one again for sure. The other ones that I got, which is Dream Lover, I love this fragrance. This one takes the place to me of Othello. If you've never smelled Othello, that one is a mixture of a lot of light and dark, different floral and also gourmand notes. Where this one to me is very, this one has like a great deal of sweetness to it. It's not overly sweet. There's this waxiness to this fragrance as well. So I've noticed that a lot of his fragrances, have started to get like this kind of, like the wax that you see here is kind of what you smell a little bit in the fragrance. Not overpowering, not overbearing by no means, but this one is super sexy. I love wearing this one probably now in the colder weather, because this lasts forever. So does Venetian Doll. We're talking like 12 plus hours. These are like extraits. Be careful with your sprays or you will choke people out. I've had people come up to me and tell me, I do smell amazing, but you sprayed too much. And that was 3 sprays of this one. So gotta be careful with the sprayers, but check out Dream Lover for sure. And the other 2 kind of go a little bit hand in hand. So the first one is In the Mood. This one is, I know it has oud in it, but it's like, again, comes out waxy, oudy, very, I would say very sweet. There's like a little bit of, I don't know if there's cherry or what that fruit is, but it has kind of like a chocolate, fruity vibe with a little bit of oud. I don't smell patchouli, but it kind of does smell like patchouli with that chocolate. And then again, a little bit of that waxiness as well. This one is fire, but I decided to use the M Oud enhancer that I got from him. It makes this smell totally different. So I get kind of like a strawberry chocolate vibe to the fragrance. This one is very, very nice together. But you can wear this one by itself. So this one has a sparkly kind of, what is that? It almost has like a orris. Excuse me. It almost has like a orris type of smell to it. Super, super nice together. Probably my 2 favorites to put together. So it has this sparkly, it's like a sparkly strawberry chocolate fragrance that lasts forever. Check out the Dreamhouse fragrances for sure if you have not. He does have sales here and there, so it's very, very nice. The next 2 fragrances that I want to talk about are in boxes. So these are 2 of my Boudicca Victoriouses, and this one is Harmonious and Bodacious. So if you haven't seen any of the bottles, they kind of sit like this. Some of the more expensive bottles are like colored, and they also have like different diamonds, different things on them. But this one is a cherry bomb. Throw away all of your cherry fragrances and get Bodacious. Bodacious is so fire. Minus, there is a fragrance that's coming out from Dreamhouse that is also a cherry banger too. I think it's called called Cherry Wood or something like that. That one is a banger too. But this is one of my favorites, and the reason why I know that, and the reason why I was able to figure that out, was because I actually picked up some dupes from Dapper Fragrances. So Dapper has a Bodacious dupe, smells exactly like this fragrance. This one is super sexy, has not only cherry, but there's like something else that's in there that's another that kind of complements that cherry. It goes from almost like a dark to a light cherry, so it's super sweet, super juicy. Overall, just absolutely crazy good. That's what Bodacious is. And then Harmonious. Harmonious is this one is a kind of a, I would say, an iris bomb. That would have been a cool name for this fragrance, but I love the color of the juice. This one has so much iris in it. It's just so beautiful. That lipsticky vibe. Definitely your Dior Homme, like back in the day when it first came out. That's what this is. Super sexy. Definitely would rebuy both of these fragrances. These are on my top list of the ones that I absolutely love that I've purchased. Let's see. What are we missing? What didn't I talk about? Guys, I have a lot of fragrances that I didn't get a chance to talk about. Oh! So, this Spirit of Dubai. Ajal. Oh my goodness. This right here, stupid good. Stupid good. Probably my favorite of everything that I have so far. This fragrance starts off, has like this very punchy, very sweet and vibrant, almost passion fruit smell to it. I don't know if that's passion fruit. I don't know if it's pineapple. I don't know if it's melon. It smells like all three together. It is so sexy. It almost smells like a sparkly punch. And then as the fragrance starts to progress, it starts to get a little bit muskier, but then it plays in this sweet realm and it projects and it's yelling and screaming the whole time. In the summertime, oh my gosh, this is fire in a bottle. You can definitely wear it now in the wintertime as well. I think that you can wear this all year round. This is by far one of my favorite fragrances. This is in the 9s for sure. I would probably rate this like a 9.5. I don't even know what would get this to a 10, because I feel like the fragrance is perfect. But I'm sure that they're gonna come out with something else that's amazing. I thought Roja was good, but this right here is up there with Tarath. If you've never smelled any of the other fragrance or Spirit of Dubai's, you should definitely get like one of the they have the tester sets that you can get. So this one is absolutely amazing. The other one that I got is Ormond Jane, Ormond Elixir. I really do love this fragrance. The original that I have is phenomenal, but I think this one is has a little bit more depth to it. So what you get from this fragrance is it's kind of like a powdery iris type of smell. Very defined, has a little bit of a dustiness to it. This one is so grown person, I swear. I feel like this is perfect for not only a man but a woman. 100% unisex. I think you can dress this one up very well. I would purchase this one again. Let's see what else. I also picked up Naxos from Xerjoff. This one is amazing. So if you haven't smelled this one before, this is kind of like that kind of honey tobacco type of a fragrance. Sweet, lasts forever. Ended up getting 100 ml for a really good price. Shout out to Max Aroma for that one. Let's see. The next 3 are the final. No, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more left. So thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate it. Lots of rambling, but I wanted to at least get these out there, talk about them, And then, you know, if you guys want me to, I can knock out like single sessions of different fragrances. But this next one is from Navitou's Parfums, and this was the Scent Explorer one. This one was the limited edition one, and as you see, it has the numbers. There were only 500 that were made. This was the mix between what Max Forte and Steven from Redolescence put together. Phenomenal. Very grown person as well. I would say this fragrance is a mixture of, it has tobacco, it has spices. It's like it's a very spicy fragrance that I think somebody over 30 would love, but I don't think anybody that's like younger than that will really appreciate this one. It has a lot of cinnamon in it. I can smell that. It has tobacco. It also has a bit of a sweetness that's playing in there. I'm trying to figure out what that sweetness is, but overall super beautiful. So this actually sits in like a little case as well, and this one is so beautiful. So this one is I believe it's called Zen'Gi. Love this fragrance. I would purchase this one again. The next one is called Delicious Bay. So this one is from Saloon, and this one actually tells the notes. So I can maybe tell you the notes. So there's bergamot, violet, and this one, I'm sorry, yeah, bergamot, violet, and then there's cologne overdose. Then in the heart, you're gonna get honey, saffron, white oud, and then in the base, you're gonna get sandalwood, patchouli, vanilla, golden amber, pecan nut. So when I smelled this one, which I actually purchased off of somebody, this fragrance reminded me of a Unique Luxury fragrance, which is what is the name of that fragrance? So Scientific is what it kind of reminds me of, but it does go in its own direction because that nuttiness starts to pick up in the base. So in the beginning, which there's nothing that says that there's strawberry in there, and the So Scientific fragrance has strawberry in the top, but this one smells like that one in the air at first. Then you start to get in that mid and dry down, you start to get those nutty nuances. The praline is very sweet, caramelistic on my skin. I think this one is a very beautiful fragrance. Would I purchase this one again? I would probably still purchase this one again. I really love it. I think it's an extrait to Parfum as well. So this one lasts me like 16 hours. It's after I think you start to get to a certain point in the fragrance, it's not linear, but it goes from a caramelistic, like that strawberry kind of sweet vibe to caramel, and then kind of a nutty type of vibe as well. So overall, I think excellent fragrance. Again, this one is Delicious Bay. The other two fragrances that I have are from Precious Liquids. So these are the limited ones that came out. This one is Sweet Tonka, and the other one that I picked up is Oud Symphony. So between the two fragrances, I think I fell in love a little bit more with the Sweet Tonka when I first smelled it. And I haven't smelled these in a long time, so I'm going to actually spray these on a card because I'm starting to, I want to make sure that none of these fragrances like bleed into each other for me. So let's go with this one again. Sweet Tonka is so nice. It's like I get a bit of a booziness in this one at first. So the way that this fragrance comes off is it comes off very boozy at first, and then all of a sudden you start to get the sweet nuances of the Tonka. This one is really nice. But let's smell Oud Symphony again and see if that changes. Whoops. Drop this. Oh, smooth. Super smooth. But there's like a bit of a, it almost smells like paint a little bit. And then it immediately changes, and then I start to get kind of like this sweet fruit. The oud in here is not skanky either. It's a way wearable oud. I think this one is nice, but I would still pick the Sweet Tonka as my number one between these two. But Oud Symphony is very nice. I would still purchase these two as well. The final two that I have, and if you made it this long, thank you so much. I know this is a long video, but the last two are from Mes Bisos, and it's Tobacco Flirting with Vanilla, and then Oud Symphony. So between these two, I like both of them, but I think that the Tobacco Flirting with Vanilla is probably my favorite between the two. So the Tobacco Flirting with Vanilla smells a lot like a couple of different fragrances that I have. So would I purchase this one again? Yep, I still would, because I love Side Effect. That's what it smells like. It actually smells exactly like Side Effect. I probably would have purchased this over Side Effect. That was the case. And the Oud Hypnotic. This one is really nice as well. This one has kind of a woody, I don't know if it's oak or not, but it's a very woody based fragrance that has a little bit of that oud in it. It's not overly skanky by no means, but this one smells really nice. There's a little bit of a chocolateness as well to it, some nuttiness. This one is really nice. But overall, great picks. I would probably go back and purchase both of these as well. So again, thank you so much for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. I have some more fragrances to talk about and other ones that I definitely will go over, but I do appreciate it. Have a blessed day and take care.